everyone, and welcome back. Storm here.
Mom here.
Kimmy here.
We are watching Treasure Planet today. You guys voted for it on our Patreon.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
All three of us are blind to it.
That's true.
I know it's animated, and that Martin Short is in it.
Oh, great.
Oh, I love him.
So what is this about? Literally, Treasure Planet,
The Earth.
Gold
is-
Hunt.
Right, I hope so.
The Earth is abundant with resources.
Yes.
That's right. I hope so.
Ooh, maybe that's what it
About our
is.
planet.
Yes.
That's right.
So shall we get into it and then we'll discuss it afterwards?
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Get a floating ship.
Yeah.
Solar crystals felt safe and secure.
Gives me like Titan AE vibes.
Suspect
Yeah.
that they were pursued by pirates.
Uh-oh. Yeah, pirate movie.
And the most feared of all these pirates was the notorious Captain Nathaniel Friend.
Ooh, scary.
Eyes are on you.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Just out in the open in space. Did they have shields? I'm God.
Aryan Zapwing overtaking its prey.
James Pleiades Hawkins.
That's a fun book.
Vanished without a trace.
Yeah.
Its secret trove was never found, but stories have persisted that it remains hidden somewhere at the farthest reaches of the galaxy,
Whoa.
bestowed with riches beyond imagination, the loot of 1,000 worlds.
What?
Treasure planet.
Yeah, so literal.
Spirit soul.
There he is.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at the sail. What? Like a frequency or something? Like, why is it shiny? Whoa, he's in the air. Wow, he's high up.
Oh, boy.
Woo! Oh, that's fun.
Free fall.
Wow.
Oh,
That's living. Yahoo! He's just going to fly up. Woohoo!
Challenge accepted.
I know, right?
I'm gonna go right through.
Oh my God!
Timing is everything.
Just because. The workers are like, oh, there he is again. That's a cop.
My Alponian
Oh, yeah.
extra Solaris.
Fraser. The brother.
Yes.
brothers.
Hello. What brings you here, curious little one?
I think she'd like you to share.
Little pigtails and a frog.
Parents around? What's the matter? Cat got your
Oh, no! Frog does.
No, the tongue's got the food.
Oh, yes. Deplorable. Adorable. Speaking of which, how's Jim doing?
Much better. I know he had some rough spots earlier this year, but I
Lori
really
Metcalf.
think that he's starting to turn a corner.
Yeah. Oh, no.
We see his type all the time, ma'am. Wrong choices said, and there's losers.
Ooh.
Take care now. Let's motor.
You see the hat go up.
Oh, God.
Whoa,
Oh,
that's cool. I love how they all have sails.
It's like, I can fix that.
Oh, boy.
Mister, you can there, right?
Ooh. Ooh, he's pirate. Look, he has a pirate hat.
And the treasure chest.
Those gears and gyros clicking and whirring like the
turtle.
devil himself.
Turtle.
Turtle, yep.
Hit your head there pretty hard, didn't you?
I love how old this feels, but you like this advanced technology.
yeah.
Whoa! Speaking of which,
Thanks for listening, Delbert.
wow.
At least you got to open it. Look at
And
the
here he
sideboard.
is.
Okay, hide it.
Ah!
Hey, don't move! Where is it?
Oh no!
Oh, geez.
I'm an expert in the laws of physical science. On the count of 3. 1, 3!
Good job, Delilah.
Aww. For hope.
That's
Oh,
nice
yeah.
right quick
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Even with my vast experience and superior intellect, it would take me years.
He's gonna figure it
gonna
out.
get
That's
Whoa, that's cool.
It's a map. Wait. This is us, the planet Montresor.
Whoa, look at that.
That's the
delve
Magellanic
deeper.
Cloud.
It's great that he's a friend of theirs.
Coral Galaxy. You, my boy, soon we'll be off to the spaceport.
Spaceport.
And how many other people know about this treasure planet? Whoa, look at that. That was cool. I was like, oh, that's weird because we're actually looking through the moon in the shadow of the stars. But no, it's actually a crescent space station.
Yes. Wow.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
I really enjoyed that. Ew.
Allow me to handle this.
I tried this.
Okay.
I'm fluent in flatula, Jim.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm
He likes that.
Everything ship-shape? Ship-shape it is.
Good thing to have him. He's got a lot of resources.
Captain's aloft.
So,
Oh, my God.
And the cat noise.
Oh, wow.
So she's up here.
Arrow, I've checked this miserable ship from stem to stern, and as usual, it's spot on. Can you get nothing wrong?
You flatter me, Captain.
Ah, Dr. Doppler, I presume.
Yes,
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Stop that banging.
If I may, Doctor, this works so much better when it's right way up and lovely. There you go.
No, fine. I can manage my own plugging.
I'm glad to meet you. You've run into the Protein Armada. Nasty business, but I won't bore you with my scars. You've met my first officer, Mr. Arrow. Sterling, tough, dependable, honest, brave and true.
She's a cat and Doppler's a dog.
Shut up, Arrow. You know I don't mean a word of it.
Excuse me. I hate to interrupt this lovely banter, but may I introduce to you Jim Hawkins? Jim, you see, is the boy who found the treasure.
Doctor, please.
don't say. Don't say it.
All right, this is the chef.
Mr. Silver? Why, Mr. Arrow, sir.
Bring in such fine-looking distinguished gents to grace my humble
Ooh.
galley. Had I known, I'd have told
Is he the cyborg?
Yeah, it could be.
Ooh.
That's it.
Cyborg.
Yeah.
May I introduce Dr. Doppler, the financier of our voyage? Lonely and
Well, thank you. Love the
Scared.
eye.
Oh, he's having trouble.
This young lad is Jim Hawkins.
Pushes him forward.
Oh, boy.
It's not him.
Now, don't be too put off by this hunk of hardware.
That's good.
Great.
Comes in handy in the kitchen.
Whoa. Whoa.
Those two, but they do come in mighty handy.
You know, you see things falling off of
Oh,
it.
thank you.
What?
Single-handed blob of mischief.
That is like his DNA stuff.
Morph.
Take her away.
He couldn't wait to do that.
Brace yourself, Doctor.
Hold on tight.
You gotta fly away.
Listen to her.
Oh, wow.
She just stood there.
Batteries.
See.
Oh, my God.
Woo. The only way to travel. And there's no shields or anything to protect you from space. Or maybe there's an invisible shield. Ooh. It's like Rebels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pergil! We weren't talking about you.
You looking at, weirdo?
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Ew.
that's Moses.
Here now.
Oh, my God.
Probably scares kids. Wow.
Boys should learn to mind their own business.
Why, you got something to hide, bright eyes?
Good for you.
Maybe your ears don't work so well.
Yeah. Too bad my nose works just fine.
Got bad breath.
Oh! It's so freaky.
Cabin boy.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna help you.
Mr. Screw? You ever see what happens to a fresh pup when you squeeze real hard? What's all this then? You know the rules. There'll be no brawling on this trip. Any further offenders will be confined to the brig for the remainder of the voyage.
Trouble.
From now on, I'm not letting you out of my sight. You can't. You won't so much eat, sleep, or scratch your bum without my say-so.
Don't do me any favors.
Oh, you can be sure of that, my lad. You can be sure of that.
Wow, he's really good in that role, too. He's gonna start seeing him as a father figure.
Yeah, it's the only game in town.
Oh, that's awful. Oh, come with me. If only. This seems like so much fun. I love the sails.
But I'm gonna change all that.
How you know?
Oh, don't say anything. Oh no, he's done.
I got some plans.
Don't say a word. Don't become a friend.
Sometimes plans go astray.
Not this time.
Oh, Akima.
Oh, that comes in handy. Wow.
Gee.
Good heavens. The star pollution.
What?
It's gone. Supernova.
Oh wow.
Action, Mr. Turnbuckle!
All hands fasten your lifelines.
Out in space. Woo! Look at his fat legs. Uh-oh. Oh, now I'm saved your life.
Thanks, lad.
Crap. No way. So there's a bunch of rocks.
Whoa.
Is that part of a supernova? What? Ooh, cool.
Going into the eye of it.
Fiery vortex. It's supposed to be a black hole or something?
Devolving into a
Black hole. It is!
Whoa.
It's like a hurricane. Ooh, it's a fiery sea.
Right through it.
Blast these waves! They're so lucidly erratic!
Waves.
We're not erratic at all. There'll be one more in precisely 47.2 seconds.
Lifeline secured, Captain! Very good!
Uh-oh. Oh no!
Oh, that's secure. Good.
Whoa.
Come on, Arrow. You lost your hat.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
They disturbed.
No!
Oh, no.
Oh, that's so sad. No way. That's it.
Captain, the last wave. Here it goes.
Hold on to your lifelines!
Oh wow, they're all going in.
Bumpy ride!
But the rock
Now they're
is
going to need
done.
those sails. There we go. See, she knows what she was
Yeah.
talking about.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, I have a lot of help to offer anatomically. Mnemically.
Oh,
Congratulate you, Mr. Silver. It seems your cabin boy did a bang-up job with those lifelines.
Except Come on.
Oh, come on.
Think about it. They had an argument.
Yeah, he's always getting,
Right,
like,
okay.
picking fights. That he knows.
Mr. Arrow was a fine spacer. Finer than most of us could ever hope to be. But he knew the risks, as do we all. Resume your posts. We carry on.
Oh,
That was very
I know, it's
professional.
terrible.
She didn't
Yeah.
accuse
That's right.
anyone.
Yeah, I didn't want to, like, just call out Ben
Yeah.
and be like,
like that.
you're new, it's your fault.
Yeah, I wouldn't want him as my bedmate.
Nope.
Above me.
Above you.
Oh,
And it smells.
Oh no.
Oh no, he's gonna overhear something in the
ruin
barrel.
all.
Yep.
Don't move till we got the treasure in her.
Oh, now he's going to see the real.
We kill 'em all now. What's this I say? Disobey my orders and
Oh, man.
stunt your pull with Mr. Arrow, and so help me. You'll be joining him. Strong talk, but I know otherwise.
Oh boy, what's it? Give him something.
It's that boy. Methinks you have a soft spot for him. Now, mark me. The lot of you.
He has to
I
act
care
tough.
about one thing and one thing only. Flint's trove. You think I'd risk it all for the sake of some nose?
Thank God he's hearing this and didn't say anything.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you were down there? Did you hear anything?
Games. Are we?
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Games.
I see. Believe. Never much good at games. Hesitated to lose.
Really? Is he really gonna do something? Oh, that's disappointing.
Oh my.
Fitting flag.
Doctor, familiar with these?
Oh, I've seen, well, I've read them.
Oh!
No, I'm not.
Mr. Hawkins.
Maybe
defend
Morph
this
will
with your
change
life.
into
Yeah,
his
Morph
spirit.
should be the fake one. Oh no, he took it! No, don't bring it to him!
Oh, come on!
No!
It's not a game.
Oh no, that's horrible. Come on, Morph.
Did you actually aim for that?
No.
Actually, I did.
Okay, good. Oh, crap. Really?
Can't do it, he can't.
Good.
Hopefully he goes in time. Good.
Whoa.
Hold on tight.
jeez.
Parameters met. Hydraulics engaged.
It's Morph.
Oh no!
All right, now you're a problem.
Oh, no.
You serious? It's back on the ship. Stifle.
Crap.
Blob and get low.
Whoa.
Organ-based life form, come to rescue me at last. I can't speak.
Martin.
Let go of me. Oh, sorry.
I've been marooned.
Solitude's fun. Don't get me wrong. For heaven's sakes, after 100 years, you got a little nuts.
That's it.
That's all right.
I am. My name is.
It's been 100 years, I forget.
Right, you forgot.
Of course, I'm Ben, the bioelectronic navigator.
Yes, now listen to me. Stop giving orders for a few milliseconds.
Lie still. Very forceful, Doctor. Go
Hey, look! There's some more of your buddies! Hey, fellas!
No, don't call them.
You talk too much.
Big log. So much for a hideout.
Wait till you're quiet!
Oh, man.
It's true.
Yeah.
If we play our cards right, we can both walk away from this rich as kings.
Yeah?
You get me that map, and
I don't know.
Yeah.
portion of the treasure is yours.
And you-
1090.
It's his to begin with.
$5.95.
Nope.
You are really something. All that talk of greatness, light coming off my sails, what a joke.
Just see here, Kimbo.
I mean, at least you taught me one thing, stick to it, right? Well, that's just what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make sure that you never see one doubloon of my treasure.
That treasure is owed me by thunder.
Well, try to find it without my map, by thunder.
This might blow up.
Still don't know how to pick your fights, do you, boy? Now, mark me. Either I get
Mark
that
me.
map by dawn tomorrow, or so help me, I'll use the ship's cannons to blast you all to Kingdom Come!
What? We must stay together and what?
Doctor, you have wonderful eyes.
She's lost her mind! Dang it, Jim, I'm an astronomer, not a doctor!
You know that.
Kind of doctor, I have a doctorate. It's not the same
Bones.
thing. You can help
Sorry.
people with a doctorate. You just sit there and you're useless.
It's okay.
I love his design.
Yeah.
It's all right.
His hands.
Yeah, Doc.
His mouth.
Jimmy knows exactly how to get out of this. It's just Jimmy has this knowledge of things. Jim, any thoughts at all?
Woof! Are you colorblind too?
No.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Dixie, stupid robot's gonna get us all.
Oh no. Oh no.
This is the evil one.
They did keep one guy.
Mom's like,
Uh-oh. Cody's pie in your face.
oh, you just spread his guts all over.
It's gotta be cannons.
Nope.
Hold on tight. Oh. Bye. Hold on.
Yeah. Nice. How fitting. Slowly
Goodbye.
die in space. Good. Oh no.
No!
Oh.
There he is.
Oh, that was
Come on.
smooth.
Yeah.
Oh no. More poke his eye.
That sucks. That was a smart play though.
Yeah.
Or else.
Run. Elbow him and run.
I'm gonna shoot them.
No.
He was saying yes, yes, no. It's invisible.
One great big stinking hunk of nothing.
What's going on, Jimbo?
I don't know. I can't get it open.
We said enough of this boy.
I'd suggest you get that gizmo going again, and fast.
Ooh, you place it.
Oh, put it in there.
Throw him on a cliff.
It's invisible.
Powering up.
Sweet. Oh wow, it's actually in a portal.
The whole planet is the mechanism. And the treasure is buried in the center of this planet.
What?
Start again. Start
Oh, you said
again.
digging.
And
Not
how in blue
literally.
blazes are we supposed to get there?
Just open the right door.
Click on the center. That's simple. Ah, it's our kind of treasure. Wow. All the different worlds he stole from. Oh, and it's keeping the planet going. Oh, that's
part of his head.
Oh.
Ben, I think I just found your mind. Hold still for me.
I am not leaving my buddy, Jimmy.
Unless he looks at me like that.
Bye, Jim.
Oh, he just leaves.
He'll be fine. He's gonna take the ship with him.
Oh my god.
Oh, geez.
Put some in your pockets and go.
He wants it all.
I know, he gets you
Green.
green. Oh boy. Ooh, that sucks.
Oh,
I feel like such a useless weakling.
you.
Oh, how'd that happen?
Wrists.
No bleep then.
Brutish pirate? Yes, you. I have a question. Is it that your body is too massive for your teeny tiny head, or is it that your head is too teeny tiny for your big fat body?
I pummel you good.
Yes, I'm sure you will. But before you do, I have one more question. Is this yours?
Ooh. I thought he was gonna actually shoot him.
Come on, help him.
Yeah. Okay, good. I want both. You gotta make
He
a
wants the
choice.
best of both worlds.
I know.
Your greatest treasure.
Oh, boy.
Oh, it's sinking.
He's gonna pick the treasure.
Getting real. Good. You did the right thing.
That's
But you
good.
still have to get out of here too.
Good thing they weren't on it.
What choice do you have?
What do you need, Jim? Just some way to attach this.
All right. Stand back now.
Alright, good.
Oh, my God.
All right.
Oh, he's gonna be surfing.
The ship heading straight for that portal.
58 seconds.
Trust me.
You got this.
Woo!
Down on the right. The right.
I know. Will you just let me try?
Already
There'll
at
be a
that
couple
stage.
before you know it. Oh
Slide
no,
in.
he's out of steam.
No.
Oh, down the cliff. Oh,
Come
no!
Whoa.
He's falling down. What's he gonna do?
Come on, think of
Burst the
something.
Fire?
More help him.
Yeah. Help.
Plan B.
Light it up.
All right.
Lucky.
7, 6, 5.
I know, both are so bad.
Oh,
Oh, perfect! He
Oh,
got the perfect one. Yay! He's still going to jail. We didn't die. We're going to jail. Oh, cute.
oh, yeah.
Grr.
Oh.
Your mom's going to love him.
Right.
Oh, boy.
Because I gotta hug ya.
He likes to talk.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you hugged me back. Oh, I
Yeah.
promised myself I wouldn't cry.
Don't you get all rusty.
Oh, boy.
What say you ship out with us, lads? You and me, Hawkins and Summer, full of ourselves and no ties to anyone.
No, it's his mama.
You know, when I this boat, I would have taken you up on that offer in a second. But, I met this old cyborg, and he taught me that I could chart my own course. That's what I'm gonna do.
And what do you see of that bow of yours?
A future.
Look at you, glowing like a solar fire. There's something special, Jim. You're going to rattle the stars, you are.
It's moving.
Got a bit of grease in the cyborg, are you, mate?
Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
Morph, I'll see you around, okay?
See you around.
Oh yeah.
Well, he brought a little friend home.
Yeah. Got a bunch home.
Well,
Grand reopening.
Captain's there.
Beautiful. Even bigger.
oh my goodness.
Oh no, Ben.
Is it chef now?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. I was like, maybe we'll see them get married.
Oh, that's cute.
They had puppies and kittens.
Look at
Oh, he's the
him.
captain. Will you ever see him again? Where's Silver? Oh, he's in this. It's like Mufasa.
I'm watching over you.
Looks like he's wearing a bonnet. Oh, that's a nice ending.
Oh, that was good, though.
I gotta tell you, I'm very surprised. I never watched this movie before.
I am too.
What's wrong
I'm
with
so
me?
surprised
That
you
was
haven't.
really good.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, that was really great.
I love
Yeah.
animations. I know you guys enjoy them too, but I just, growing up, I always watched animated movies. And, you know, I heard things about this, but I never just watched it. I just never took time out to watch it. And I'm so happy now that we finally did. It was very emotional. I liked the character development.
I loved the theory of like space and the old ways of the ships
Oh,
and
that's right.
I mean it was
Like
just
that.
really interesting.
It's fun because, again, you just
Very
let
catchy.
it go, because I kept joking about having shields to protect them from space. You know, you
Yeah.
can't breathe in
Yeah,
space.
yeah.
You can, like, implode in space or blow up. I don't know, but science stuff. But, like, really bad things could happen to you in space, but yet they're just on these open, old pirate ships way out in
That's
deep
right.
space.
And the
It's
doc,
just
he
so cool.
originally had, something like that covering his whole body, but he
something,
didn't
yeah.
need that.
I know, so that was kind of like a joke too, to
Everybody.
be like, oh, they're going into space. So, and again, there's so
Very
many
heavy.
technologies here,
Yeah,
advanced technologies that we don't understand. So you kind of just go with it. And they did have like a gravity device that would keep you on the ship. So when that was broken or they turned it off, you would just fly away. So I'm just assuming they had some
it was
kind
just
of
one
shielding
little
or whatever.
plug.
Yeah, and then the mini ships also had well, they were just open too, but I'm assuming they had like mini shields or whatever
That's
as well
right.
to protect you, and you could breathe air and
They
all
thought
that
of
stuff.
everything.
Sure.
But it was beautiful. I mean, here we have these really old pirate ships. You feel like it's a pirate movie, and you're going on this grand adventure into this mysterious realm of space. Like, you have supernovas, you have all kinds of beautiful colored clouds and stars, and you're riding the dust, I guess, as waves, like water. So you're constantly like reminded, or it constantly pulls you into this like sea environment, even though it's in
Yes,
space.
The
I
large
thought that was
whales,
fun.
the space whales,
right.
and all that.
Pergil were in this.
That's
right.
This came
Yeah.
out before Rebels,
That's
I
for
think.
sure.
I think it came out in, I wrote it
That's
down.
where
I
we
saw
got
it in the
idea
beginning.
from.
Yeah, I didn't write
Yeah.
it down, but it came out, I think, around
2002 or
Or,
something.
yeah, 2002 maybe. But yeah, so it came out a while ago, and I really enjoyed the imagination behind this. I was
A lot of
enjoying
imagination.
every moment.
Yeah, me too.
I-
It was really great.
I
very
loved it.
original
I
in a way.
loved Ben. We could tell
Martin
that was
Short.
Martin
That was-
Short.
yeah.
and the guy who plays Niles.
And I
was
love
the
Morph.
doctor.
I love Morph.
Morph was
too. He
adorable.
Morph was cute.
adorable.
You
And
need
it sounded
your
like
adorable
Emma
little pet
Thompson
character.
was the captain.
Yes, I love
yeah,
her.
yes.
She's so good. She was great
And
in
we thought,
Cruella.
at least I thought
I thought
she
she-
was bad at
I
first.
thought so too. Definitely.
But she
Yeah.
wasn't.
We all thought that.
She was
honestly.
like these, these
she
guys
wasn't.
that are helping us. They're kind of shady characters. We have to hide this. We have to put this map under lock and key. So
And she was right.
Yeah, and
she was spot on.
God.
I was the same way like you guys. Like I was like, yeah, you can't trust her.
Yeah,
She's
of
going to
course.
be greedy
Yeah.
and
Whatever,
want the
she
treasure
locked
for
it up.
herself at the end. But I did believe she was telling the truth there, where you're going to make this evil crew, and I just love how they're, they look all like they're all evil looking, and they're like,
Oh,
okay,
bad
so they're
guys,
definitely
yeah.
the bad guys, and
Right, and the way
Yeah,
she,
definitely.
pushed Jim to Silver, that's when I'm like, oh, okay, she must be the mastermind of it
he
all.
will mold him.
Yeah,
or
but it
control
wasn't
him.
the case at all.
So I really enjoyed her character. I mean,
It was good.
me being a crazy cat lady, and I love all kinds of animations, but I really enjoyed these humanoid animal aliens. I mean, you had like dog creatures. I really enjoyed Doppler, and the captain really grew on me the more we could trust her, and I knew she was a good
Definitely.
person after a while. And,
Yeah, and even Arrow was kind of some kind of dog
yeah.
character.
Yeah.
Arrow was the rock guy.
He was a rock guy. Okay,
Yeah,
he looked
so-
like a bulldog to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh,
he
the
was a
gray
rock.
looking guy with the red.
Yeah, the
yeah.
one that died.
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe I just thought he looked like a rock character, but who
Yeah.
knows? They had
I'm
all
sure
kinds
of
of strange creatures in this, and they mainly had like
Spider.
dogs and cats, so it could be like something like that. But
bulldog.
Silver, I really thought was possibly the same species as Doppler, because he was very
Yeah.
bulldog-like, because he had like the really thick neck and just
Right.
like his mouth and his big broad nose. It just made me think of a bulldog. And he had the same kind of hands as Doppler. So I think that's kind of
And there was
neat
a
in
lot of
Benson's case,
cyborgs
too.
out there, he said. So
That's right.
Yeah, there's a lot of cyborgs out there, which was they were trying to throw us off that it wasn't
Yeah.
him because he was so cool about like, like, oh well, I don't know this Bones character or something,
Right.
And he really played it off well, but. There's probably a lot of cyborgs. I mean, they're not a species, but there are people who get injured and then they get parts replaced to survive.
exactly, and he was
that
trying
probably
to tell
happens a
Jim
lot.
that this is what happened through his journey to get something. Maybe you shouldn't pursue it, but it was because he was trying to fight to get this treasure all along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It must have been all along. His whole life's journey was to get this treasure.
Yeah. I don't think we saw Titan AE together, but I really enjoyed that movie. It kind of reminded me of that. You go on a space adventure and you're trying to find this myth, like that people don't believe exists and some do, and then you find like these you find some proof along the way, and it kind of reminded me of that, and just like exploring the universe and what could be out there. And you meet these different creatures, you have these different alien species, and I like how human all these characters are. Just like with Star Trek and Star Wars, like you have all kinds of cool aliens that you come across, but some are more human than others, and in this case a lot of the creatures were very human. I mean, they followed our culture, and even down to, people eating at a restaurant, and you have like the little kid with the braces and doing normal little kid things, but a little bit with a twist with like the frog girl, like using her big tongue to steal Doppler's food or something. But I think that was very enjoyable.
And right down to Morph.
Yes.
Morphing into anything.
That's right.
I think that was
That
great
was
because the animators, I mean, I can only imagine all the many hours and hard work they put into this, because the animation was beautiful. I really enjoyed that so much. And every time Morph was on screen, I'm like, this is so hard to animate. I mean, everything's in motion, but then you have all these little pieces coming off of Morph and doing something different and then transitioning into something else. And I think that's so fun because you can literally do like anything with that. So, you're already in this world that is so extreme and, it's very new, like they have all kinds of creatures and you can like do anything with their character designs, but they are bound to some physical laws, and then you just have this blob of a creature that you can just morph into anything.
That's right.
And just goof off with it, like make many heads of Jim, and like different way, be a pirate hat, and the freaking just the human hand, boink, like that was hilarious. And
It was like a Mickey Mouse glove.
Oh my God.
oh god, yeah, and they had another one that was so funny, and I blinked out on what
Even
happened,
when he was
but
a spoon and a straw.
He started
right
off
from
with
the
the spoon.
beginning.
Right.
yeah, I was like, what the heck is that about?
A wrench,
when we first were introduced.
whatever.
The wrench, I really like the wrench idea because not only can he morph into something, but he can actually keep the physical attributes of that object or something. Because like a wrench, that needs to be very strong, and he was able to use him as a wrench, so that was impressive to see. And yeah, so overall, I really enjoy the imagination behind this movie. I mean, it was so grand and fun. And the spaceport, again, like the whole idea of being on an open ship in deep space, and you can like walk around right on top of the ship, no problem, just exposed. But again, you probably had shields, and then you have this crescent-shaped spaceport that has like these old buildings on it. Like everything looks so old, and then you have this super advanced technology all around.
And like people are really like the gravity is like no problem because they're all like sideways, because it was like a crescent.
That's what it was, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like the
That's
gravity
really
just
cool.
pulls you down on it like a space station, like which way is up really. But I really enjoyed when who was a Doppler, I think he pointed at the space station or something, and you just see the crescent shape, and it looks like the moon. And then you zoom in on it, and I was going to make a comment early on because you saw stars shining through the shadow if it was a complete circle, and I'm like, oh, maybe that was a mistake because they're using CGI. This is like the early stages or kind of like experimenting with traditional animation and CGI. So I'm like, oh, maybe that was a mistake where you can actually see the stars through the moon, which you shouldn't see because that's a shadow, but it was actually a crescent-shaped spaceport.
That's
so
what it was, yeah.
just that reveal was very cool to me because I'm like, oh God, okay, well that makes sense. That was
So out of the
intentional.
box. I love it.
Yeah.
And I loved how even kept, this Flint pirate.
Yeah, he
Pirate
was.
Flint.
He had a good
I mean,
design.
how
He was evil.
ingenious! It was almost. It reminded me a little bit of the Goonies movie that we watched, where he had booby traps throughout. You could not take the treasure. He made it where you could take very minimal if you did. If you survived it at all.
And that's like the moral of the story, right? Like they made friends throughout their journey, and it's not always about the money. Like it can corrupt you, and you get greedy, and it's like, does that really make you happy in the end? It's like the people around you, it's the family around you kind of thing. And so I was happy that Silver was able to take some of the treasure, and then he gave it to his adopted son.
And that's it. And he gave it to his mom because he originally burned her restaurant down. Her whole life was in that building. And he truly had a good heart at the end. Yes, he was a criminal. Yes,
yeah,
he took
off.
off.
A soft spot.
But he had that charisma. That he just had. He did. He had a soft spot for Jim.
Yeah. I really enjoyed Silver's character because like his character design was really great. I mean, he was like just this really big guy with all these huge wrinkles around his neck, and he was just so expressive, and he was like intimidating sometimes, and you could tell that he had these followers that really believed in him because he was so tough around them and strong, and you could really see how much he cared for Jim. Like over time, their character development together was good. Yeah,
he was the only father figure he really knew.
Yeah,
his father took off. And what I loved when you started seeing their relationship flourish was that through that song, and how we saw how his father, Jim's father, really left him just in the middle of the
just
night.
as simple as that. Stuff like that happens.
His mom is just sobbing at the table, right at the table. That she still has to serve people on, in that restaurant, and he sees his father, through that whole, song. And it was just beautiful to see them really getting along and him really taking a liking to Jim and, realizing that they both needed each other.
Yeah, I agree. I really enjoyed that a lot. And, with the father leaving, as sad as that is, that happens in real life, unfortunately. And I'm glad they kept it like that because not every story needs someone that does bad things like redeem themselves to be a better person. I mean, you want that to happen, but that's not real life. That doesn't happen a lot. Like, people leave. They'll have their reasons. Some are not good, especially when you're leaving your wife and your kid.
Yeah, especially when, you know, there's a kid, you're seeing it through his eyes.
Yeah.
Mom didn't really tell him too much. You know, she probably doesn't want to hurt him. She's already hurt enough. But it's also a story of her strength, really. She kept things going no matter how much she could. You know, she still, you know, played around with her son. I mean, she was still such a great mom to him.
Yeah.
And she had a great friend in the doctor, you know, giving advice. Right. You know, he was a little different advice, but, you know.
I know, he was so excited to go to
or whatever,
fellow.
Yeah. But, I mean, she was a really strong lady, just like the captain was a really strong, you know, female character in this, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed so many of the characters in this, and I'm glad, of course, I thought, like, things would work out in the end. I wasn't sure exactly how, but I really thought that Jim was going to get a lot of the treasure. They were going to be super rich at the end, and they were going to help out the entire planet and all their friends and stuff, and just be rich and happy together. But I love the ending when, like, the family that he made on this adventure, like, they're still together, happy, and then the captain and doctor got married, I guess, had kids, and like, I didn't expect that. I thought we would see a wedding at the end with them or something, but I love how they're back at, like, this rebuilt restaurant, and they're celebrating with their friends, and, you know, they're not super rich. They're not super living rich, extravagantly, and it's just, they're happy that way, you know, and they're content, they're financially okay, I guess.
And not only that, Jim was offered a job through the captain. She saw something in him, just like the doctor did, you know. He knew he was a smart kid. Mm-hmm. And she did too, and she said, you know, you have a place in the academy. Yeah. So that was it was a win-win overall, and Mom's really proud, and he's really proud that he made, you know, he just made his own path.
Yeah. You know, as crazy as the Treasure Planet was, I mean, I love how bizarre it looked. I mean, how different. Like, I wanted some kind of adventure on, like, a jungle, like on a jungle planet, and, you know, you'd find clues there, and, you know, booby traps, but this went beyond that. And, you know, you had the jungle scenes, which was cool, and then you ended up, and I thought, like, when they got to the cliff edge, that he was going to put the orb down, and, like, there was going to be this this cloaking device or something that was hiding this, like, pyramid or something, hiding all this gold, but it was a portal. So then that kind of surprised me, because I just didn't expect that. And he could steal things. Like, Flint had this whole, I mean, like, how complicated was this world, that it was an actual, like, ship, or it was built, like, it had a machine core to it that I guess Flint created. He probably had a bunch of people helping him. I mean, just to fathom, like, you have to think about, like, how grand this is, where he had the resources and, you know, to build this entire world out of electronics or just out of machinery parts, and then not only, like, hide his treasure there in the center, like, you know, he built all these booby traps, and then was like, okay, we're just going to destroy everything I just created for this. And no not only that, it's so elaborate. I just love it.
And how silly of a person, or how greedy was he, where he died in the core of this. You know, he's holding on to Ben's, you know, core brain, so he can't remember his, you know.
It makes a great pirate story. It's just like,
it does. Like, you imprisoned yourself. Yes, you have all your gold about you.
It's true, and that's what it shows.
You're imprisoning yourself.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's just,
what are you going to do with
what is, you know, the satisfaction in that? Just to say you did it, and I mean, yes, you were brilliant in making this trap, and I mean,
this whole planet
was brilliant, but.
It's a cool idea, and it's true, because it shows, like, where greed leads you. I mean, he was so greedy, even in death. He knew he was going to die, or eventually he was going to die, and he needed to keep all this treasure to himself. And he was like, and I'm going to make sure this planet's
holding that
destroyed.
in his hand.
That's
I mean,
ridiculous.
Yeah,
so silly.
Yeah,
you know?
And that's the point. You know?
That is the point.
And it's just pretty crazy.
It's almost where you see Silver letting go of the ship. He's contemplating, should I go with the ship, or should I help Jim? And when he chose Jim, that was, you know, he's telling himself, oh, I'm a blasted fool, but that's love. He found someone where probably, Flint never had any, he never even, enjoyed a relationship with someone, whether it be a son figure, anything, just the love of gold.
Yeah, it seems that way, yeah.
It's all about greed.
I like how there was struggle between Silver and Jim. Like, I kind of figured it would be like that, but it was well done where a few times I did question, like, oh, maybe he will, screw over Jim and really hurt him, like physically hurt him. Just to stay on track because, he probably got these cyborg parts from trying to get this treasure and got really injured or whatever. And he's just so committed, and he's been so committed for so many years that, like, that was his ultimate goal, that it did make me question, like, okay, well, maybe he isn't going to help Jim at all until the last second. Maybe he'll save his life and die himself, and I really thought for a while that might be a thing, but I really like seeing the conflict or him struggle with, like, his morals of, okay, do I save this boy or do I follow my lifelong obsession? And, so I really enjoyed that arc.
Yeah, and it was good, too, when he went downstairs and he knew that Jim overheard him talking to the guys, saying that, no, I'm just saying that just to, get on his good side so I can, bluff the boy, and when you see them both, like, trying to defend themselves and getting the weapons out, I was worried for Jim because I was like, now you're really seeing the true...
Yeah,
he's seeing
his face too, like Silver's face a few times got really dark. I was like, holy crap. So that was a really good arc, and seeing the portal, I really enjoyed that idea a lot. That on this treasure planet there was a portal. You just click on this little holographic orb thing, and you could just select any location so quickly and just jump through the portal. Right. And I was thinking in that moment that this movie might end up being a series of movies because I thought maybe he hid the treasure in different areas through the portal, and then you'd have to find. So I was like, oh, this is way bigger than I thought. But the way that certain things happen, like certain decisions had to be made in this film to get, to stay on track to the main story. So a couple of things I was questioning, like, oh, or how are they going to do this? Or things would happen kind of quick, like at the way end when Jim, I like that, that intense moment at the end where the ship is going through that portal of doom, and Jim, he lost his thrusting power with his surfboard, and then he was able to get it. So right at the last second he was able to change it to a safer portal, but he hit it right on the mark to that same crescent moon space station. Like, how perfect is that? But I know they had to make certain decisions to be quick and just stay on point. But I think this would have been even cooler to, like, branch off movies and to have although then it could be overkill too. So it was well done. I was going to say, like, going through portals and finding, like, different sections of the treasure throughout their journeys, and but that's like way too complicated. But yeah, overall solid story. I really enjoyed it.
It's probably comes down to ratings, right? It probably says, okay, well, if we do phenomenal in the movie theater, maybe we can do a sequel for somehow.
Yeah, and they did say that, Flint used those portals to steal from all these different locations and bring it back. So
there's
that,
nothing there. Yeah,
so why steal it and then hide it, back out there?
Steal it from here, I'm really going to put it in this rope. Like Wolf did.
So,
and all the treasure's basically gone.
I know, and that actually, not to be greedy, because I will totally choose family every time over gold, but
I might put a couple of coins in my pocket.
I would love that. I know.
In my bra.
Like, we're poor. But just to see all that treasure that this guy just hoarded, and it was just so greedy, and just see it fall and melt. And
I know, and you wonder, like, how many of them did take something, like all the,
and then they all fell off too and died. So it's like, who actually got out of there? Man.
Well, the deckhands, they did survive. They were working in the restaurant.
Yeah. I wrote down some notes that I can't read, but so I like the different species. I mean, we had aliens, but we had, like, ones that were very animal-like.
They were animal-like. They were ocean. Yeah.
That like sea creatures for the pirate feel. Yeah, and then how bizarre they would get. I love the cats and dogs. Like I like Doppler as a dog, and then the captain as a cat. I thought that was really cute and adorable. And how you would have some sound effects, like he goes woof, like one time, like that was all we needed. And then you have the rare when it comes to the captain, and then you had these sea creatures that actually got quite freaky, and that one older lady torso thing with
that always was like a head.
Yes.
Yeah, that was freaky as hell to me, and I'm like, okay, well, we've seen Star Wars, and you get a lot of
it's almost like Toy Story when the kid was making those. Like,
it's kind of like this grotesque, like
that one little doll.
Like it wasn't like it's not meant to look like that. Like it was something really wrong with it. It was just so freaking terrifying. So I think this was probably PG, not rated G. I went in thinking it was rated G because I don't know. I just think animation Disney. It's an older Disney film. Like usually it's like rated G, but Atlantis, I forget what year that came out, The Lost Empire, that also I think was PG, and it had like the same kind of feel where you have things that are a bit scarier, and we didn't really have any. Well, we did have romance, but that wasn't a focus. And I like how Jim, like, there was no love interest for him. It was more of like a father relationship, a son-father relationship. So I really like that. Yes. But I was impressed with the sea creatures, like the pirates, the crew, on their designs, because I'm like, wow, like this is beyond what we normally see with Disney around this time, where they were pretty freaky. I mean, the one with the octopus head, and there were two different creatures, and the other torso that was its own creature, and he was on top, like it was one human or one humanoid creature.
Even the spider.
And the spider, that was like a nightmarish creature. Yeah. So I was very impressed by that. I was like, wow, I think it was a very, very original idea, and I know this was an underdog request for a while, so I'm wondering why it wasn't very successful, I'm guessing, in theaters. I mean, I haven't really heard much about this until our fans started requesting it, and
I think it was very good.
Yeah, I thought it was very fun to watch, and very different, again, from any Disney movie that I could think of around this time, and I just really like the imagination behind it. So
I like the voice actors too.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I did recognize a few of them.
I'm sure he was perfect. He was perfect as Ben.
Oh my God! I mean, I love Martin Short, and Ben kind of annoyed me quite a bit in this, but he was funny.
But that was the point, right?
That's the point. Yeah. And the fact that he's so obnoxious and he's getting everyone in trouble, he doesn't mean to. Yeah, it was funny. All right, so just to throw this in there, because we usually do this, or I ask this, who was your favorite character? Just out of everyone, who did you enjoy the most?
Morph. I really liked
like Morph?
I actually liked Silver and Ben.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to stick to one person, because I always say a bunch.
Then Silver, then.
I'm going to say Doppler.
Oh, Silver, yeah.
Because he was Fraser's brother. I didn't really watch that show, but Niles or something.
Yes.
Okay. But he actually, from what I've seen of that character, he kind of reminded me of that character,
He did.
too.
He did.
It's like his mannerisms and how he would just kind of ramble. And I like how intellectual he is, and the captain the same way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really enjoyed, of course, who else? I really enjoyed Silver. I enjoyed Jim, and the captain. But those are my favorites. So I'm going to say Doppler is my favorite. It was fun. So let us know what you thought of this movie, guys. Who was your favorite character? And I can't wait to hear about it. Have a great day, guys. Bye.
Bye.